to my channel. As I promised, I'm coming to you with another book haul. I had to divide it up because I've been buying. And this is part of the books that I bought in the month of July. So let me get started because there's a few here. And I'm going to start with The House of Eve by Sadeqa Johnson. I hope I said that right. This book has been circulating, and she is, I hear, an excellent author. She has done other books that have garnered a lot of good reviews. And The House of Eve explores what it means to be a woman and a mother and how much one is willing to sacrifice to believe her greatest goal, to achieve her greatest goal. I can't see. It's a glare. All right, this is a historical fiction. It is set in 1950s Philadelphia. 15-year-old Ruby Purcell is on track to becoming the first in her family to attend college, but a taboo love affair threatens to pull her back down into the poverty and desperation that has been passed on to her like a birthright. All right, I'm gonna get through this, I promise. Eleanor Quarles arrives in Washington, D.C. with ambition and secrets. When she meets the handsome William Pride at Howard University, they fall madly in love, but William hails from one of D.C.'s elite, wealthy Black families, and his parents don't let just anyone into their fold. Eleanor hopes that a baby will make her finally feel at home in William's family and grant her the life she's been searching for. But having a baby and fitting in is easier said than done. Okay. Historical fiction, a little drama there, and I'm sure that this is going to be an excellent read. So I want to get to this maybe next year, first of next year. We'll see. All right, moving on. Next, I purchased a book called Daughter in Exile by Bisi Adjapon. Hope I say this correctly. It's a beautiful cover. It's a literary fiction, a gut-wrenching yet heartwarming story about a young Ghanaian woman's struggle to make a life in the U.S. and the challenges she must overcome. Lola is 21 and her life in Senegal couldn't be better. An aspiring writer and university graduate, she has a great job, a nice apartment, a vibrant social life, and a future filled with possibility. But fate disrupts her world when she falls for Armand, an American Marine stationed at the U.S. Embassy. Her mother, a high court judge in Ghana, disapproves of her choice, but nothing will stop Lola from boarding a plane for Armand and America. The fatal flight is only the beginning of an extraordinary journey. She has traded her carefree life in Senegal for the perilous position of an undocumented immigrant in 1990s America. Lola encounters adversity that would crush a less determined woman. Her fate hangs on whether or not she'll grow in courage to forge a different life from one she imagined. Whether she'll succeed in pulling herself and family together again. Daughter in Exile is a hope-filled story about mother love, resilience, and unyielding strength. That sounds pretty interesting. I love the pink cover and the image of I guess that would be Lola in the city. She's probably the US. This is another good one that is going to be on my cart if I make room once I get some of these books read. Oh, Lord. Okay, on to the next one. So another purchase was Last Summer on State Street by Toya Wolfe. This is a coming-of-age fiction, and it's about Last Summer on State Street explores the risk of connection against the backdrop of racist institutions, the restorative power of knowing and claiming one's own past, and those defining relationships which form the heartbeat of our lives. Anyway, Felicia Fifi Stevens is living with her vigilante-loving mother and older teenage brother, whom she adores. In Building 4950 of Chicago's Robert Taylor Homes, it's the summer of 1999. Am I saying that right? Yes. And her high-rise is next in line to be torn down by the Chicago Housing Authority. She, with the devout Precious Brown and Stacia Buchanan, daughter of a gangster disciple Queen Pen, form a tentative trio and for a brief moment carve out for themselves a simple life of double Dutch and innocence. But when Fifi welcomes a mysterious new friend, Tanya, into their fold, the dynamic shift, upending the lives of all four girls. Okay, I had never heard of this author. I don't know if this is her debut, but this is, it make a good read. It's not very long, and I thought the cover was attractive. So anyway, you know how I am about book covers. Love them, love them. I base a lot of my purchases around the covers. All right, moving on. The Garden of Broken Things by Francesca Momplaisir. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Forgive me if you were the author and you heard me, but I'm doing my best. This is a cultural heritage fiction, a novel about one family wading through the aftermath of the earthquake that devastated Haiti in 2010. Geneva, a single mother, flies from New York to Port-au-Prince with her teenage son, Miles. The trip is meant to be an education for 15-year-old Miles, a chance to learn about his family roots while coming to terms with his father's departure. But it's also an excuse for Geneva to escape the city where her life is dominated by her failed marriage and the daily pressures of raising Black children in America. For Geneva, the journey is also a homecoming of sorts, an opportunity to visit the island she remembers from childhood and reconnect with family. But when the country is rocked by a massive earthquake, decimating the city and putting their lives at risk, their visit becomes a nightmare of survival. Whoa. Well, and I believe this is based around the true facts of the earthquake that struck Haiti in 2021. So, you know, you always could find good fiction stories based around true facts. That's why I love historical fiction, because it's usually based on true facts. So this is definitely going to be on my cart. All right. I hope you're finding some of these interesting. All right, I'm going to keep going here. I bought Zora, The Life of Zora Neale Hurston by Dennis-Benn Fradin. Oh, look at that cover. Look at it. It's paperback, but that is Zora on it. And of course, I bought this because I said, look at that cover. This is a tweens nonfiction, believe it or not. And it's got the picture of Zora on the back, actual picture. And it's sprinkled with pictures inside of Zora. So let's see. Zora Neale Hurston was confident, charismatic, and determined to be extraordinary. As a young woman, Hurston lived and wrote alongside such prominent authors as Langston Hughes and Alain Locke during the Harlem Renaissance. But unfortunately, despite writing the luminary work, their eyes were watching God. She was always short of money. Though she took odd jobs as a housemaid and as the personal assistant to an actress, Zora often found herself in abject poverty. Through it all, Zora kept writing. And though none of her books sold more than 1,000 copies while she was alive, she was rediscovered a decade later by a new generation of readers who knew they had found an important voice of American literature. And as you know, they've got Zora book groups, book clubs. People are reading along with other bookies about Zora Neale Hurston. I myself just read a couple of her pieces, I think within the last year. And this is just going to sit on my coffee table. I mean, it's just that gorgeous. All right. So that is Zora. Love it, love it. All right. And last but not least, and this was based on a recommendation from a YouTuber, and she said, you've got to read Patsy by Nicole Dennis-Benn. I own several, I know I own one of her other books, and I'll put it up here because I forgot the name of it. But Patsy, and it's a nice, pretty nice size read, but this came highly recommended. It is a literary fiction, a beautifully layered portrait of motherhood, immigration, and the sacrifices we make in the name of love from award-winning novelist Nicole Dennis-Benn. When Patsy gets her long-coveted visa to America, it comes after years of yearning to leave Pennyfield, the beautiful but impoverished Jamaican town where she was raised. More than anything, Patsy wishes to be reunited with her oldest friend, Cicely, whose letters arrive from New York, steeped in the promise of happier life and the possibility rekindling their young love. But Patsy's plans don't include her overzealous evangelical mother or even her 5-year-old daughter, True. So, beating with the pulse of a long withheld compassion, Patsy gives voice to a woman who looks to America for the opportunity to choose herself first, not to give a better life to her family back home. This is going to be a good read if it comes from a recommendation of a Vout bookie on YouTube. So I'm looking to pick this up soon. I also want to read the other books that she has written, and I'll get back with you hopefully with a book review myself on this. But yeah, so that is it. These are part of my purchases from July. And I have more. And yesterday I just purchased 3 more books. So I think my book haul will be never ending. I buy more than I read, faster than I read, as you all may know. I'm counting up for the end of the year how many books I purchased for this whole year, how much it cost me, and I'm going to probably come at you with a year-end review of all of that information. It should be very interesting. But as a book lover, I will continue to purchase books. And if you all keep making comments, subscribe, and like my my channel, I will continue to come back with you with these books. And also, at the end of the year, I would like to show you some books that I know are coming out for the year 2024 that I am looking forward to. I've already got a few accumulated, but that'll be another video. So thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, and come back again. I'll have more for you. Bye.